Hi Virgo, I'm Pam and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for December 2015. This month I'm using the Aquarian Tarot deck and laying out a rainbow tarot spread for you. And remember, these are general readings. I'm reading the general energies for each sign. To get a reading with details pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. However, I have stopped my calendar from scheduling right now because it was starting to schedule out into September. And I thought that 10 months was too long for people to wait for their readings. And I really don't know what I'm going to be doing in 10 months. It just seemed too far. So if you would like to get put on my wait list, please go to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com, and go to my contact page, and there you will find my email address. Just email me and put in the subject heading wait list, and I will put you on my wait list. So if I have people that have not paid for their appointments, I will contact you and fill their time slot with your appointment. Please make sure if you already have an appointment scheduled with me, please make your payment, because some people are getting surprised when their appointments roll around that they're not getting called, and that's because their appointments are getting canceled. I go through the appointments, and if you haven't made your payment when you scheduled your appointment, I am having to cancel them. I have a very long wait list. So please make sure if you already have an appointment scheduled with me, make sure you have made your payment, because I don't want to cancel your appointment. I'd also like to say that to gain more insight and information, please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because there will be months that they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. If you don't know how to get your rising sign and your moon sign information, all you need to do is Google free natal chart or free birth chart, and there will be websites that will come up, and you need to enter in all your birth information, but you especially need to know your birth time to get your rising sign. Also, I want to add here too that if you would like to get a continuation of this reading, I am recording after I'm done reading your cards. I'm going to be looking into the crystal, as I've been doing every month since August. And if you would like to download and purchase your crystal reading, please click on the link below in the description box, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand, where you will be able to get your crystal reading for your sign for this month of December. You can also get these videos for download and purchase by going to my website, as it's posted up here, www.theluckymermaid.com. Going to the videos tab on my menu, click on page 3, and there you will find the signs listed to click on to get to the Vimeo videos on demand of the crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac for this month of December. So, on to your reading. This month, the first card in your layout today is the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is a card to me that symbolizes being at peace and contentment with your life, and having financial stability and abundance behind you. I feel many of you are really going through a time period of thinking, deep thinking, studying, analyzing. I do feel that many of you are working very hard, working diligently, and making some very strong commitments to people. And it may not be just that could be commitments of all kinds, work commitments, personal commitments. You may feel like you have too much on your plate, and that you've been traveling a lot or traveling back and forth between two locations a lot. It's either traveling a lot in general or traveling back and forth between two locations. I do feel that some of you Virgos have been exercising a lot of control over spending money. And I do feel that you want to be very strong and grounded. And I feel that you want to have a strong financial foundation. So I feel that some of you may be working around the clock or taking on more responsibilities at work, possibly taking on more hours or longer shifts or, working overtime. And I feel a lot of your motivation is really because you're trying to build up, like I said, a stronger foundation with money. I feel if you're a Virgo that's on the verge of retiring or getting ready to retire, I see you thinking about retiring, thinking about that retirement or thinking about getting ready to retire. And those of you Virgos that do retire, I feel that you're going to do some traveling. Maybe that's what you're thinking about with the retirement, but thinking about and focusing on traveling. I do feel that you're taking on a real sense of pride and accomplishment with your work. And I feel that some of you are being elevated and being challenged. So you may be getting a promotion or you're just taking on more responsibilities at work because I'm seeing being elevated and challenged also comes up here. Now, the second card in your layout today, you have the Six of Swords, which could indicate travel. But first and foremost, to me, this is usually moving. This is moving your residence. It could be long distance travel, as I said. It could be that. It could also be just moving away from an old way of doing things and taking on new tasks and things like that. It can mean that too. I hear some of you are really getting really sick and tired of some things and you want to jump ship. They're saying like you're sick of the gossip mongers and petty nonsense gossip mongers, carping, and that you want to get out of there, get out of Dodge. So some of you may be fed up with a work situation and you're tired of it and you want to get out. Or some of you could be, maybe it's the family situation you're living in. Maybe there's too much drama and there's too much, consternation or too much going on that you're like, I want to out of here. That's like the feeling that keeps coming up to me for you Virgos. I do feel that many of you Virgos are listening to too much complaining and too much bickering that's been going on in family, around you in family. I feel like you've listened to it too much. You've had it with it. Really, it comes up stronger to me about family than work. Maybe that's why I pick up some of you Virgos want to work more hours. It's not just to build a strong foundation of money. It could be because you want to get away from the people that are driving you crazy, that are creating drama or bickering or anything like that. It could be that. I also feel some of you Virgos are feeling like you want to sow your wild oats and that you could be feeling like restless, getting tired of doing the same old things, getting tired of any patterns in your life, and that you want to break free of that, break free of chains of patterns, like wanting to break free of that also is indicated with this Six of Swords. Some of you may be moving, but honestly, it comes up like in the distance, and I feel like some of you could move between now and this time next year, between now and next December. Some of you Virgos will move, but that's not what's coming up the strongest. To me, it's like wanting to break free of routines and patterns. Breaking free of that is what comes up the strongest here. Now, I'm sorry, Virgo. Please don't shoot the messenger. I can't control what cards come up. I really don't. I wish the best for all the signs. I don't know why this is here, but here, crowning your reading, you have the Nine of Swords. Now, you have other good cards here, so I don't know why, but I have to listen to why. Nine of Swords is a card that symbolizes it's like grieving, sadness over the loss, sometimes of a breakup of a love relationship, or sadness over events that are occurring in your life. It could be sadness over somebody in your family not feeling well, feeling ill. You yourself maybe is not feeling well. I mean, this card has multiple meanings. I just have to hear why. Why is Nine of Swords here for Virgo? It comes up like you've seriously lost faith in something. Like, and again, that phrase of wanting to jump ship, like you feeling like you've lost faith in something. It's like you're overwrought and your emotions have like run you down into the ground. Like, I feel like you're just completely emotionally overwrought. And I see you and hear you thinking, when is this ever going to end? This never ceasing sense of drama or problems. So I feel like you're quite wrung out emotionally and exhausted by people in your life that are causing you emotional hurts, pains, upheavals, dramas. And in some cases, some of it may not even be directed at you. It could be just going on around you, and like you're just emotionally spent from it. You know, February is coming up strong for a lot of the signs for different things. For you, I feel that you see an easing up of that kind of energy and drama in February. Wow, February is strong for many signs. For you, it's this easing up of problems, emotional stresses, and drama. You know, and I also hear that there's been too many people that have had too much to say, and they didn't hesitate to say it. So sometimes, you know, that old saying of, silence is golden. I feel like you've had some people in your life that needed to adopt that attitude and, mindset. Like maybe they needed to be quiet. I feel like too many people have had too much to say, and too much to say to you, and too much to say about everything. That's what comes up here. I do feel that you are going to be reading some people the Riot Act and taking some people down a few pegs. Now, for some of you, you may have had the Riot Act read to you, but either way, whether people have said a lot of things to you or not, I see you reading the Riot Act to them. Like, I don't feel like you're going to take it anymore. I'm getting like, I'm done with this nonsense. Don't, talk to the hand. Like, that's what's coming up here for some of you Virgos. And I'm sorry to say that. I don't like to see you guys struggle and have emotional struggles, but I do feel that Virgos have been going through a bit of a spell of some like cloudy situations going on that have really been taking a toll on you for a while emotionally. Since I started doing these readings on YouTube, which was June of 2014, you seem like you went through a spell of it and came out of it, and now I feel like you've kind of got, some of that is resurfaced again, it seems to me. So better times ahead, Virgo. You've got a good card here. You have the World. That's a card that symbolizes to me gaining control. This means you're going to have control over a situation. The planets in the heavens, the spirit guides around you, conspiring to help give you more control. This is a game changer. I do feel that some of you are going to leave behind some unhealthy relationships and unhealthy situations. You may have an ex that comes in and has created or is creating now some kind of disruption or problems, but I feel like they're an ex. I don't feel it's somebody you're involved with right now. I do feel that some of you are going to be relocating yourself into a different position because, again, I'm going to repeat to you what I heard. They're telling me you don't want to hear it anymore. You're tired of dealing with it. Again, talk to the hand comes up. And I'm also getting like, and then they say relocating so you don't have to deal with it. So that could be, and also shutting the door, like shutting stuff down, like, I'm not going to deal with it. I'm done with you, but relocating. Some of you are going to relocate. That does come up. And you did have the moving card here yet. However, when I was listening to it, it sounded like that was a possibility, but it sounded like, more distant. But it's coming up here with the world, even hearing about relocating. Some of you Virgos may be experiencing problems right here with sinus, with migraines or sinus headaches come up. Some of the guides are talking about this month, health is coming up for the different signs. Not every sign is getting a health message, but you're one of the ones that is, and they are bringing that up. I'd like to give you my 2 cents on headaches, sinus infections or sinus problems. A very dear friend of mine told me one time I was on medication to get rid of a sinus infection that I could not get rid of, and the doctor changed the medication. It still didn't work, and she said, you have to get the vinegar with the mother in it, which was, I know one brand is called Bragg's. I'm not a spokesperson for them, so I don't want to get in trouble for mentioning them, but I'm promoting it. I'm not demoting it. And I read the instructions on the bottle. I actually doubled what the bottle said to do by putting it in water, cold water, and drinking it in the morning in an 8-ounce glass of water, and it cured my sinus infection. And anytime I feel like I'm going to start to get sick with a cold or any sinus problems, I drink that and it stops it. There was somebody else I know that recommended to me a few years ago that there's a book on vinegars that can heal. Like sometimes your body needs more acid in it. So I'm just saying that because I got this sinus feeling right here in my head, and I wasn't feeling that until I got that. But so some of you Virgos may have some headaches or sinus issues kicking up in this month of December and possibly in January. So I just want to mention that here. So the next card you have in your reading today, it's the last card of the reading, you have the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is a card to me that symbolizes a water sign male. This would either be a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. Don't be thrown that it's a knight. Females can be knights as well. And as I said in the other signs, I am reading general energies. It's not a private reading. So in a private reading, it would be more gender specific, but not when reading general energies. I do feel that you're going to be linking yourself up in partnership with this person. And for some of you, this is going to be formulating a business plan or an idea related to work or business. There's a real camaraderie of spirit here between the two of you and a joining of forces. To me, this doesn't feel romantic, but for some of you, it could be. This seems more like business related and work related. For some of you, this is somebody you're going through the throes of divorce with, and this is someone that's created a lot of problems for you. Now, I'm going to stop right here before you tell me why are you saying such completely opposite things, because this guy's not going to make this, knight, male or female, is not going to be the same for all of you. So for some of you, this is a positive person, someone you're joining forces with and starting out working together within a business proposition or some teaming up together forces. For some of you, this person has caused you problems. It's an opposite feeling, and he or she has been someone you were married to and are going through divorce with. Either way, you end up with a real sense of serenity and peace, whether you're teaming up with this Knight of Cups in a business proposition or a business sense, or you're divorcing them. So you actually are getting peace here either way. So it's kind of like you can't go wrong here with this Knight of Cups at the moment. I feel for some of you, your feelings evolved and grew and eclipsed and moved forward. Like you grew away from this person if you were romantically involved with them. If you are the Virgos that are divorcing this person, you are now ready to strike out on your own. That's what the guides are saying. They're telling me, do not second guess your feelings about this person, whether they're positive or negative. They're saying you are right. Don't second guess yourself about your feelings. So if this is somebody that's coming in and that's a positive thing for you, don't second guess it. You're right. If you're somebody that this was somebody that you had a relationship with and a marriage and now you've decided to divorce them, don't second guess that. You were right. So either way, again, you can't go wrong with how this Knight of Cups is showing up here in this reading. I know that probably doesn't make much sense to some of you, but it makes sense to me. If you're divorcing this person, they really kind of don't want you to be happy. They kind of like it if you're struggling and at odds. This will pass. But so that indicates to me you may have been the one that broke off that relationship, because I do get like jealousy, envy, not really wanting to see you move on happily and joyously together. But it's not going to affect you because you are moving forward one way or another. If you're in I'm hearing concrete decision making and plans. So if you're moving forward in a business proposition or relationship with this person, you're getting together. Concrete decision making and plans are happening here. There is going to be a true sense of pride and accomplishment of what you two will be generating together. This is not if this was the person that you're ended a relationship with. This is for those of you that are starting something with them. I get true sense of pride and accomplishment here. There's going to be a real sense of strength and fortitude and bonding in this relationship. Again, that's for those of you that are moving forward in a business proposition or sense. So not to be duplicitous and confusing on this card, but when the people cards, the court cards show up, they're not all going to read the same for everyone. So please bear with me on that, Virgo. I truly wish you the best. You know that I do. I want to say thank you so much for liking, sharing, watching, and subscribing to my videos. Thank you for Google Plusing. I do appreciate that. Please be sure to subscribe. That way you will get notified when I post my monthly and mid-month psychic tarot readings here on YouTube. I want to say thank you so much. I've really been enjoying interacting with you guys on Facebook. I like reading your posts and interacting with you there. I appreciate that. And also on Twitter. As I end this video here, I will be continuing on and doing another video for Virgos and doing a crystal reading. If you're interested in getting the crystal reading for your sign for December 2015, please be sure to click on the link posted below in the description box, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for December 2015 crystal readings, and you can click on your sign and download and purchase it there. Or you can also access them by going to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com, going to my menu, clicking on videos, page 3, and there you will see the links. All the signs will be listed for you to click on your sign, and it will take you to those Vimeo videos on demand page for December 2015 crystal reading. I wish you the merriest of Christmas, the happiest of Hanukkah, and happy, happy, happy holidays, whatever holidays you celebrate this winter, Virgo. And know that I wish you Many blessings and peace.